Hello everyone, this is Rye with another War Thunder replay, this time in the P-47 Thunderbolt. And now, I actually think I have room to record a replay, so let's see how this goes. So we're on Berlin. The map is, well, this is a realistic battle first of all. The map is Berlin Alternate History, which is basically an excuse for the Soviets to fight the Allies being Britain and the US, for those who don't know. And yeah, just taking off the runway here, and be climbing to the side in just a second. So, about the P-47. It, for its tier, battle rating, whatever you want to call it, is one of the best aircraft. It's definitely way up there. If you use it correctly, it is pretty much unstoppable. It's a boom and zoom fighter, which means you climb up to altitude, you dive on your enemy, then you just book it out of there. And this thing has great energy retention, so it can just keep the speed up. It can keep its speed up for miles. It has a really powerful engine, which means it can climb to good altitude before diving down, and it can be equipped with 10 127mm rockets, along with 2 1,000-pound bombs and 1 500-pound bomb. And I would, but I think for this match I had better fulfill my roles as a fighter, so decided not to take those presets, which would definitely weigh you down. I mean, it's basically carrying your own arsenal with you. Anyways, its normal armament is 8 50 caliber machine guns, which can be devastating. And overall, it's just a really big, powerful aircraft. It can sustain a lot of damage. It's just a force to be reckoned with, I suppose you could call it. Like, whenever I'm playing in realistic on the enemy, on a team that's going against the United States or the U.S., whatever, same thing. Same thing. I don't even know anymore. Whatever. Yeah. Whenever I see a P-47, I'm gonna want to get out of there, because usually it's above me because of its rate of climb, and unless it's on the deck, I cannot do anything. It's probably going to just dive away, then regain altitude and jump back on top of me. So yeah, that's usually why I avoid fighting P-47s unless I have the upper hand, which is rare because it's always at the goddamn high altitude. Anyways, so B-25, an enemy B-25 on the Soviet team, captured B-25, just dropped his bombs, destroyed our base. Now he's strafing our ground targets, except he's going to crash into the river right about now. Yeah. Anyways, so I was going to get him, but if he wants to accidentally kill himself, I wouldn't really want to do that if it was an accident, whatever. Yeah. So most of the fighting, as you can see, enemy contacts appearing, is going to be over there, so we will be flying over there shortly. Anytime now. Yep. So I'm going to want to keep on climbing, because altitude, no matter what aircraft you're in, altitude is always going to be your number 1 priority in an engagement. Even if you're like in a dogfighter like the Zero or the Spitfire, you're still gonna want to get a lot of altitude, because then you can dive on your opponent, and your opponent usually can't get back up to you because they bleed out all their speed, all their energy trying to get to you. Then you can dive down upon them, and they're pretty much just a sitting duck. Altitude is the key to just about any battle in War Thunder. So, we're going to dive into this fray in just a second. Going into a low-level dive, or a shallow dive right now. I figured that these guys would lose their altitude because of the engagement that's happening, but just in case, I climbed up a bit, because that LA-5 seems to not be phased. Well, now he's diving down. Yeah, so I pretty much have the energy advantage over everyone in this situation, which I guess is the good part of coming to a fight late, I guess. So yeah, these two aircraft will be engaging each other and slowly dropping their altitude, all the while I climb by. Rather P-47. Now I was thinking here that I'd just attack the LA-5 as it was unaware of me, or it might be aware of me, but it might not be able to do anything because it's currently engaged with this P-47. But yeah, I'm still going to try to engage him. So I'm diving right here. Though he seems to be out diving me. So I'm going to regain my altitude a bit. I don't know if you saw that, but I went from... Just look at how fast the acceleration is when you're diving, and this thing can just keep on diving. It's really hard for you to break your wings. It's very... Like I said, it has a very strong frame, I guess you could say, so it can absorb a lot of damage and it can dive very far without encountering much difficulty. So I'm going to be chasing him down, but he's going to be turning, so let's see what happens. I don't think... This isn't successful, yeah. I undershot there, so I'm not going to try to turn too much. Dodge him there. Don't want to try to turn too much because then you'll lose all your energy and you're stuck with a ton of Soviet turn fighters, and that is not where you want to be. Stuck with Yaks and LA-5s. They can basically corner on a dime and just one-shot you. They're not very... the LA-5s are good energy fighters, but the Yaks, like the Yak-3 and the Yak-9, aren't good energy fighters, but the great turn fighters. And they have really heavy armament, like 37, 23, 20mm cannons. That Yak-3 was evading my shots. Yak-9 wasn't paying much attention, I wasn't either. Now there's an LA-5. And this is, I believe, yeah, this is my first kill. He's going down into in a smoldering fireball, and I'm gonna zoom away before they can catch me. This is how you have to play, like I said in the beginning of this video, this is how you have to play the P-47 Thunderbolt. Just dive in, make your attack, and then just zoom away. Boom and zoom, it's called. So I think I turned too early and I bled off a lot of energy, but I still have the altitude advantage over everyone. Plus it's mostly going to be head-ons from here, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but this was really risky. Going head-on with the Yak-9K, which is a 45mm cannon in its nose, so that was really risky. I probably shouldn't have done that, but hey, we got out alive, so that's all we really wanted. That and the kill, which we also got, so yeah. Alright, I'm going to be turning around again. I'm turning too early with this. It's surrendering a lot of my energy, and if I did this completely wrong, I could run out of energy too quickly. But that is my third kill, and that pretty much brings the match to a close. Yeah. So, I'm not sure my first place. Not sure. Anyways, that is pretty much it. You'll see the ticket counter going down in a second, and yeah. So, hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Give comments of what you'd like to see in the future. And yeah, I'll see you next time.